Nvidia stock is creating a lot of buzz among stock market community investors. So why is everyone talking about Nvidia stock? I'm going to answer that question in this brief video. And to answer that question, I've looked to a question and answer session that Nvidia management held with Wall Street investors. One of the questions came from Goldman Sachs analyst Toshiya Hari, and that question and answer to that question has everyone talking about Nvidia stock. The question is, if you can speak to what the key drivers are from April to July, meaning the upcoming quarter for Nvidia. Nvidia forecasted tremendous growth in revenue between the current quarter and the next one that's upcoming. That huge boost has some investors questioning, what's going to drive that growth? How are you going to achieve that? So that's a really good question from this Goldman Sachs analyst. So let's get into the answer, which was delivered by Nvidia CFO Colette Kress, saying, when we talk about our sequential growth that we're expecting between the first and second quarter, our generative AI large language models are driving this surge in demand. So AI is driving the surge in demand, and it's broad based across both consumer internet companies, CSPs, which are cloud service providers, enterprises, and AI startups. So across the board, Nvidia is experiencing strong demand for its GPUs that help drive artificial intelligence. So in addition to that, there's also another key area that's driving growth, and that is deep recommenders. What are deep recommenders? You could think of YouTube, right? Many of you watching this video are probably watching it on YouTube. And how does YouTube determine what to show you? Right? It looks at all of your data, your recent view history, to recommend to you the video that will most likely get you to watch it. And these deep recommender models require a lot of computing performance, a lot of graphic processing units that are required to process all of that data, recommend the data, internalize, process again. So all of that is driving growth. Now, I just mentioned one area that needs deep recommenders. Another area is shopping behavior, right? When you're shopping online, those deep recommender models are used to determine which products to show you and when to get you to purchase something. So this is another area that's driving growth for Nvidia. The CFO saying, those are some key things that we have baked in when we think about the guidance that we have provided for the second quarter. So the growth, the demand from those areas are why management felt so confident to deliver that outlook for the second quarter that's so much better than what they experienced in the first quarter. But that wouldn't be possible if supply chains were still constrained the way they were for Nvidia in 2020 and 2021. So we have also secured a substantial amount of supply for the second half. We have some significant supply chain flow to serve our significant customer demand that we see. So whereas 2 years ago, this boost in demand would have just resulted in a bottleneck and back orders for Nvidia, now they have the supply to meet that demand. So the demand and supply can match now. Nvidia has the capability to do that now. That's another reason they're able to give that higher revenue target for the next quarter, because now that demand soared, they can match it with the supply. Previously, that wasn't the case for the last few years. Demand would soar, but they wouldn't have the supply to meet that demand in some cases. Now, that's not so much a problem. It looks like management saying they have secured the supply to meet that boom in demand. And the second quarter looks like it's going to be an incredible quarter for Nvidia. All right, so that's why I think everyone is talking about Nvidia stock. I want to thank the Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/Parkev for the 10 best stocks to buy now.